Hola. If you can hear the sound of my voice, then you're probably catching the replay. Let me share this with my group real quick. But if you do catch the replay, make sure you hashtag replay viewer and still leave your comments, your questions, all that. Because I'll come back and I'll answer them. Tonight we're going to talk about influence. If somebody did share this with you, I surely do appreciate that. And for those who do not know me, I am Demetia Samuels, and I help professional women increase their influence and income inside and out of corporate America so they can thrive in any economic climate. What is that? Hit the share button, Facebook. There we go. Share to the stories. That's a good hack for those who just joined. Share to the stories. I want people to check it out. And then let me share it to my group. And if you're not in my group, it's the Corporate Hustlers, where we talk about securing the money inside and out of corporate always. Share. And there we go. Oh, somebody might have shared it before me, which is completely gone. That is completely okay. It is. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? Hey, Stephanie. What's going on? I got notes. Y'all know I always got some notes. But first, let me let you know that my signature program, the Corporate Hustle Effect, is looking for 10 beta clients, students to join. So if you want to be the first to know about when we are letting those beta students in, they go to bit.ly Corporate Hustle Lounge, and that'll be awesome for you to do so. And if you're not in a group, join Corporate Hustlers. And as always, you can email me at hello@corporatehustleu.com. So happy Wednesday. Today, I don't have any wine, but it is Wealth Wine and Money Wednesday, right? That's because I drink bourbon. But I'm going to get some wine for next Wednesday. I'm going to get some wine. Now, I want to talk about influence because it is highly important. And first of all, let me know if you feel that you're an influential person in the comments. So just hashtag influence if you feel that you are somebody that is influential, whether that's in work, in your business, in organizations, in your family. So if you're somebody who's like, I want to go here, then all your cousins want to go too. If you're somebody who's at work and you're like, screw the man, and then everybody else is like, screw the man as well. Or if you're like, yay, I'm excited about change, and everybody else is like, okay, well, I'm excited too. Hashtag influence. If you're somebody who says, I love this, oh, hello, thank you. If somebody says, if you're somebody who rocks a pair of jeans and everybody else has one of those jeans, just let me know if you are a natural influencer. Let me know that first. Now, to me, let me define it. Influence is the power to have an important effect on someone or something, right? So someone or something, if you have any type of effect on them, right, then you can influence them. So you can, one person can influence one person, right? Now, I believe in order to be a great leader, you must be influential, right? And I'll tell you at the end why I believe that. But just keep that in mind as I talk about influence, why it matters, four things that it helps create in any business, organization, or career is what we'll talk about tonight as well. Awesome. Everybody should be an influencer, I hope. And you're not just a consumer, that you're actually doing something. So I truly know that we are in an attention economy. So everybody's kind of relying on information from your friends, from your family, from your coworkers, from your timeline on where you should spend your time, how you should spend your time. So, right, they're your brokers now for attention, right? So if everybody's reading this article, then Facebook puts it in your timeline and then you read the article. If, so you got to find out whether you're somebody who's going to be influencing that algorithm and putting in content to move the needle, or are you just consuming it all, right? But understand that you're using the people around you, your environment, your timeline, the people you're friends with, they're brokering your time and your attention, right? So your ability to like critically drive them to your needs or your agenda or your business or your career or your cause matters. So it doesn't matter whether it's a good cause or bad cause. At the end of the day, it's a cause. So whether you want them to pay attention to your sorority or your fundraiser or your nonprofit or your business or your child going to school. It doesn't matter. You still have to broker their attention. Therefore, you must be influential, right? So you need that ability to do so. Now, of course, these platforms, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, of course, Facebook, have all given you a medium to do just that and to do it at a large scale. So you have to decide whether you're going to do what you need to do for the clout that you need to get what you want done, right? But just ignoring it and just being consumed by it, even the people who just post those questions, question of the day, they're influencing what you thought about today, right? Now, influence is not self-promotion. So it's not you sitting there saying, buy, sell. That's not what it is. But it's where you actually give your opinion, your stance, your voice to a conversation. So if you think about it, when you're at, I'll put it in corporate terms first. It's like a currency at work. If you're sitting in a meeting, right, and somebody or whoever's leading the meeting, says something that's like everybody disagrees with, are you the person that sits there quiet and then talks about it at the water cooler with just one other coworker, or are you the person that raises your hand and says, well, I don't agree with XYZ because of XYZ, or I agree that that's a great approach? Do you lend your voice to conversations that matter? Because if you're not, then you're not creating influence in the workplace. Same thing with your personal brands when you're building your businesses. If you're not lending your voice to the conversation, so if I don't talk about money and how to get money inside and out of corporate America, then how in the world could I actually build an entire brand around that? I have to lend my voice. I have to be influential in that space to move you to believe in my ideas, my ideology, my influence, right? So if you're somebody who always wanted to say something and you never say something, you need to get the guts to just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and say something. Whether that means go live, whether that means do that post you always wanted to do, but you need to add your voice to the conversation. Don't hide, don't fear it. It's all good. You need to have the courage to just share your ideas inside and out of corporate America in your organization, because those are the people who are assets to a company. Those are the, brands that you see explode. Yeah. That's my voice. Yes. Use your voice. Yes. Use it. Use it. Now, don't self-promote, but use your voice. You don't even have to and you don't have to worry about self-promoting when this happens, because I could be in the back of the room, but when I speak, I'm heard. And it's just the way I come up with my opinion, or, basically my opinion. We're just going to go with that. The way I'll deliver it, I'm not easily with that group think. So everybody could be agreeing with it, and everybody might think I agree with it, but then lo and behold, out of the blue, I'm like, well, actually, I don't even agree with that, right? So, or I have a whole different perspective, or I'm going to ask a question that actually makes you think. So you want to give me some vague presentation at work, but I already read in advance, so I got questions, right? Everybody know when I step into a meeting inside and out of work, I got questions. So they already know. Now, some people can see that as being petty. Some people can see it as being well-informed and prepared. However which way you see it doesn't matter, because I'm coming with my questions. And if you can't answer them, then, oh, well, for you. But I'm coming. So let me tell you some things that happens when you create influence. So one, influence breeds impact, and it cultivates momentum. So when I'm passionate about something and I'm giving my opinion and I'm stating it, I'm creating a momentum of force that demands action. Your voice will generate that action. People will be excited about it. People will want to join you. People will want to buy it, see it, read the article, do what you're asking, right? So it cultivates the momentum that you need. If you hide your voice, people are just not going to get excited about you inside or out of corporate. They're just not going to do it, right? So to be of value, to create the momentum you need to get those fundraisers done. I remember when I did the Junior League I had to wear black for a week, same black dress, little black dress, and it was to promote poverty. And I had to raise $1,000 in 1 week. And in my mind, at first, I was like, "How can I do this?" Right? But I knew that if I just talked about poverty every single day, and I tagged the people, and I had the conversations with people who cared about poverty as well, then my influence would be felt. And I hit that goal to the point where at the last second, somebody was like, "I saw everything you did, and whatever you do in this last hour, I will match it to make sure you hit your goals." The momentum was built. You need to learn how to create that impact because it will generate what you're looking for in your businesses and in your career, right? So that's the first thing. If you want to have impact and momentum, you absolutely, hey Michael, you absolutely have to become an influencer. You want those incomes to go your way, so you need to start speaking about it. Okay, the second thing is influence will help you discover talent, other like-minded people. So when you become a voice, other important voices will hear you. You could be that person that is not even in management. So several times at work, I've been put in management courses because I've been identified as an influential component. So I'm not in management, but I can sway my coworkers to feel some kind of way. So therefore, they'll have me go through certain managerial programs just because of my influence at work. So although I don't want to manage people at work, they understand that my voice is influential. So I still get to take manager courses or sitting managers meetings because they want to influence me to influence others. So that's how talent is found in corporate. That's how you're going to find your clients. So other women who want to make sure they're good in every economic climate, who understand that I'm securing the bag inside and out of corporate, will understand what I'm saying, and then they too become hashtag corporate hustlers, hashtag passive income, hashtag multiple streams of income always, right? So make sure that you speak so that you can find the like-minded people that share your cause, or even if y'all disagree, because y'all are both powerful allies, you'll still can build something great, right? So when you get around like-minded people that have the same cause, you have increased the probability of whatever you're trying to do to happen, right? So just, iron sharpens iron, and the only way to find them is to speak. So if nobody knows your opinion, nobody knows how you feel about anything, they be like, "Man, I didn't even know you was mad." And all of a sudden you big mad. Nobody even knew why you was big mad. For all you knew was 100 other big mad people over there with y'all, and y'all could have had y'all a whole boycott going, right? But you didn't say anything. So remember what my beginning statement was, is that in order to be a great leader, you must be influential. So that's the second thing. Number 3, influence starts new conversations. When you are ready to change the narrative, when you're ready to take your career to the next level, when you're ready to start that side hustle, you must change the narrative. You must change the conversation. So I decided that I was very passionate about women not being broke, not speaking such things over themselves. So therefore, I changed the narrative on my wall with my brand to let you know that I will talk about money. And I will talk about getting it inside and out of corporate, because that's what I need this generation of women to do, right? So I want to change the conversation about it. I don't want us to fear money. I don't want us to think that money is the root cause of all evil. I want to talk about generational wealth, right? So when you want to start those conversations, you need to speak about it. So when your voice matters and it's being heard, people want to become a part of your conversations. They become curious about what you're talking about. They want to be on the inside of the conversation, right? So remember that when you speak and you start those new conversations and you're influential, people will want to be you. They'll want to talk like you. And that's what you want. That is exactly what you want. Whether you demand it or not. There's a lot of influential people that then don't want to be that, but it is what it is. And the fourth thing, it enhances your presence. In corporate, they call it executive presence, but at the end of the day, it's your presence. You need to be noticed, right? So it doesn't matter whether you're selling yourself every day. You're showcasing your talents every day. You're showing your experience every day, right? So you want to stand for something. So if you're not speaking, showing your influence, then you're allowing a narrative to be spoken about you without your influence. And that's not what you want. Instead, you want your influence to enhance your presence. You want people to know what you stand for, why you stand for it, and what you're about. That's how they'll gravitate to you. That's how you'll get the right clients that you want to work with and not boo-boo the fool in them. That's how you'll get to be leaders in organizations that you want to see doing great things in the community. So yeah, definitely. Let's see what I said about that. My exact note was, it's time to lift your game and become influential in all that you do. So you're in charge of yourself, whether or not those around you take notice or not. So the greater your influence, the greater the opportunities that will come to you, right? So I say that again, the greater your influence. If you only influencing one person, okay, great. When you start influencing 10 and 15 and 20, 100, right, the more opportunities will flow to you. So do not fear influence. Get out there and grab it. And remember, it's not about self-promotion. To be influential, all you have to do is stand for something. Having any opinion, good or bad, crazy or not crazy, as you can see on your timelines. Let's see. Oh, yes. And the last thing I want to say about this is influence does not require a title, right? I've learned this through my times as being presidents of organizations all the way from middle school up. You can give me a title or you can not give me a title. My influence will come through, right? I can not have a title. Doesn't matter. I can still get people to follow me. My leadership is not indicative of a title that one bestows upon me. It is my natural presence. So when you choose to be influential and you choose to take hold of your brand, whether it's your career or your business or your side hustle or your side gig or your fundraiser or your organization, when you choose it, then, hey, Nisha, then know that the title doesn't matter. So it goes back to my first point that to be a great leader, you must be influential. You do not need a title. You do not need permission to have an opinion. It's yours, right? Own it. And take the influence that you deserve, right? And don't let anybody give it to you, because whoever giveth can take it away. So that's how come I don't let people give me a title in order for me to have an opinion. I already had one. Now, if you want to go ahead and make me a CEO, make me your president, or join my program, then that is awesome. But understand that I'm going to have an opinion with or without you. I'm going to influence and move needles with or without you telling me I have permission. So again, it is Wednesday. As always, y'all know I answer questions about how to get money inside and out of corporate America, LinkedIn, influence, income, all that kind of good stuff. So if you have a question, feel free to put it in the comment box or email me at hello@corporatehustleu.com. Again, you guys, my signature program, the Corporate Hustle Effect, is currently looking for 10 beta clients, right? So click on bit.ly Corporate Hustle Lounge and you'll be on my list to find out exactly when I will open the doors to begin selecting those 10 corporate effect beta club clients. As always, join the Corporate Hustlers free Facebook group for all kinds of trainings, information, conversations that occur over there. And tonight we were just talking about influence, why it matters. In the beginning, I told you that influence is the power to have an important effect on someone or something. It does begin with one person. So that could be your family, your spouse, your kids, but you need to eventually spread it to your family, to your community, to your organizations, to your clients, just worldwide if possible. To be a great leader, you must be influential. And then I told you that it wasn't about self-promotion, but it's about putting your opinion in the conversations that you see. So just because you see that group thought going on Facebook, break up the narrative, break it up, and give a different opinion, a fresh opinion, if possible. If you need help doing any of that, getting your story together, marketing yourself, and monetizing it, definitely. Corporate Hustle Lounge. I told you the 4 things that when you begin to influence what will happen to your career or to your business. So influence will breed impact and it will cultivate momentum. And that's what you need in order to get stuff sold and to get or to get promoted. The second one, it creates and discovers other talents. That's how you find like-minded people, is when you give your opinion. That will breed like-minded people to you. You will gravitate the people who are about that life. So if I'm about community service and I'm about doing the work, then that's what people who are attracted to me are going to come do, right? If they know I'm about this business, then that's who's going to want to be around me. People who want to be about that business, even if they're not there yet, they know that that's their end state that they want to be in, right? Third, it starts new conversations. So if you want to see the dialogue change in your family, in your community, in your job, in your businesses, in your side hustles, then you need to start that conversation and be the influence that does it. And number 4, I told you that influence enhances your presence. In corporate, they call it executive presence. It's that je ne sais quoi that they just can't put that on it. They just don't know why. That when you walk in the room, people are like, oh, she's here. It could be good, it could be bad, but they know you're here. Your presence is felt in all that you do. So again, it doesn't require a title. So if you think a title will give you influence, then please think again. But in general, that's my opinion about influence. I would love to know your opinion about influence, how you influence people, where you influence people. Just let me know in the comments. And as always, I'll wait a few seconds because I know it's a little bit of lag. But I thank you for joining. Be sure to share this if you know it's somebody who needs to become more influential or that could benefit from being around an influential person. Right? Let me make sure that I don't have no notes sent to me. Make sure. We're good. I'm good there. I don't see any. All right. I don't see any. I'll talk to you guys again later.